E aí galera, Gus Conde, pra quem não me conhece eu sou brasileiro, moro em Los Angeles pelos últimos 8 anos, batera das bandas Odum e Black Oil, de metal, e Made in Bahia, de música brasileira. No começo de junho agora de 2010, eu fiz uma visita à fábrica da DW em Oxnard, aqui na Califórnia, onde eu fui recebido pessoalmente por John Good, que é o presidente da DW. Eu fiz um vídeo, eu mostro a fábrica inteira, ficou bem bacana. E uma das coisas que me chamou mais atenção durante a visita foi a atenção de todo mundo da DW com os mínimos detalhes. Desde a hora da escolha da madeira até a hora que a bateria é plastificada para poder ser empacotada, para aí sim ser enviada para os fornecedores, clientes, para as lojas. Sem dúvidas alguma, a DW é uma empresa nota 10 em todos os aspectos.
Various drum sets, you know, there are some of the graphics over there. Finishes in here. Our lacquer finishes are done over there. And that's for Louis Garcia. He's our artist. That's where they paint and prime. This is the sandpaper here. It's all kinds of different words. Smashing that. 3,100 pounds. Wow.
Okay, so I'm going a 7-ply jazz 16-inch. What that is 2-ply ounces of maple, long grain, and short grain, 2 classes. Then it's under like this. Jazz, so it has a 3-ply piece of gum, which is short grain, long grain, short grain. It's a lot thicker and softer material than a regular maple. I'll take this, run it to the glue roller, and get glue on both sides. Go in here. Come down on this side. Even spread it glue on both sides. I lay it on here, I center it up. That way when I roll the shell, there's no front. And I'll finish it off with a 2-ply piece of maple, which is long grain over short grain. Get like this, center it out, and then I roll everything in. Get my inner, my core, and my outer. Like this, and then I bring it over to the press, which is right back here. And it goes in here. Make sure it goes all the way down. And I start closing the machine. Start closing from the outside. In the inside. Open it back up so I can put this in there. All this does is it protects the truck from the inside so it doesn't get any kind of bites from the plant. Close it back up. I'll let it sit in here for 5.5 under 2,600 pounds of pressure per square inch, with the machine heated up a little under 200 degrees. So then it opens up automatically, like that one just did. So I pop the shell up.
Feel the heat.
You have to test the shell.
Feel it?
See
Also,
how hard it is when it comes out.
it's soft.
And it's a little flexible.
Okay?
So then it goes into this press.
It's cold now. Oh. Cold?
Yeah.
Also, much stronger. I mean, really hard. So this is a process that we call cool-tempered shells. Cool-tempered shells. No one else does this. When we take that under all that pressure of cold, it crystallizes the glue. The wood can't go anywhere. It cools down. You put stibble inside the shell, so it's inside like this, and then we expand it like that, so that the hoop does this, and the fingers grab.
I see.
Okay? Top and bottom. And then this is going to go back into the heater and back into the cold again. Thank you, Abel. We recently sold the company gun box to Sabian, but we made the California series in here. All right, first of all, the way we do a finished fly, the way she's going to do this, oh, Hannah. Is that if you wrap this finish around, it wants to be adhered to itself. If you don't do that, it'll lift up and come apart, all these problems. But if you bring it all the way around, you have two surfaces here and only one surface here. If you take that all the way up to the drum head, bearing edge. Therefore, when you put the head on, it's off center, because it's thicker here and thinner there.
Right.
So what we do is we cut out a tab here, and we butt seam the finish there, butt seam it there, and lap the middle. And we use a solvent so it melts it to itself and it can never come loose. She's going to demonstrate. She's going to put it on, put some pressure to it, roll it in, and now she's going to take this heat gun and heat it up. So here comes the heat. The heat opens the pores of the material so it can accept the solvent. Once that's prepared, she now will put the solvent in. We have all this protective tape so it doesn't mar the finish. Once that solvent is on there like this and she squeezes it together, it takes 15 seconds and it is there for life.
Never come out.
Never come loose. And voila! Thank you. That is... This is rolling. Hi. Rolling for this is so that everyone knows where we're at. They know what the goal is, and they know how far it is to get to the goal.
And you have a daily goal.
Yes. And so, at the end of the month, where it says monthly share, I timbre match drums. Okay? For example, like I showed you in my office, some 12s are lower than the 13, or the 10 is way too high and the 12 is way too low. What we try and do is establish the intervallic relationship between the shells to establish that even balance in the drum set. So once we have got the interval, doom, 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 doom. Once we have that established.
Three things.
Three things. Intervallic relationship first. Strike the intervals between the drums. Second is the color of the maple itself, the color tone of the maple. It comes in about 6 different shades. We've got to get that consistent. And then the grain structure has to be the same. So you get those 3 things together, and that's what I consider timbre matched. And once it's timbre matched, it goes all around through the process. And believe me, if I don't do this properly, everything else that we do down there is a waste of time. Turn them into the machine, and it'll start machining the parts while we offload the parts that already has been machined. So it's perpetual motion.
Oh, nice.
Making universal joints right now. These are bigger CNC machines to handle bigger castings. It's all automatic. All on computer. Unfortunately, they're on break right this second. But this is, they're machining rotors for the... What these do, as the material is in the stock, coming forward is a big lathe, and it makes all, like, these are the shafts for the 9000 series pedal. Here we're making spacers for a hi-hat. Here we're making the universal blanks for the universal joint. This is a machine that's making little spacers, like we were talking about. Come out of here. We were talking about the detail. Mm-hmm. Let me show you one. This will go on a tension rod. You see the step? Mm-hmm. And that step goes down into the counter hoop to isolate the tension rod from the counter hoop. So there's no negative vibration. It's isolated. The stand, 9000 series hi-hat stand, is a very complicated assembly. There's three sprockets at the bottom of that, pulling different directions to make the direct pull. We put together double tom stands, cymbal stands, snare stands, hi-hat stands, etc. Here is an example of some pedals. There's some really good musicians here.
Awesome.
So, a lot of the PDP, various things that are staged to go out. If you look way down there, you'll see raw shells. Nice. We actually make, in Sonata, we have an OEM shell operation called North American Drum Shells. We make shells for boutique drum companies. A lot of them you know.
Oh, wow.
And so we call it North American Drum Shells, or the acronym is NADS. Gun bop stuff here. Terry Bozio's stuff. There's some counter hoops that we did for Neil Pearce for his Time Machine drum set.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. So Terry can roll that in and jam with the drum channel. Gary Novak is playing here. Taylor Hawkins, he's playing here right now. So they do a lot of recording, also.
Oh, wow.
This is how they stream live to the net with this unit here.